Hello everybody, I'm Limirale, I'm 10 years old, and today I shall be reading from Nali Bali's Read Aloud Story Collection 1. There are 4 story collections which have 5 stories in each, so if you'd get all of them, you'd have 20 stories. I shall be reading from the first collection, the story called The Old Woman and Her Pig. And before I read, I'd just like to say that I got these books from Nali Bali, but you can get them at CNA. Okay, let's start. The Old Woman and Her Pig by Wendy Hartman. One day, an old woman was sweeping her home when she found some money that she had forgotten about. She was so happy, she danced around and singing. "Look at this," she said, holding the money in the air. "Now what shall I do with it? I know, I will go to the market and buy a pig." So the next day she went to the market and bought a nice little pig. She put a collar on a pig, tied a string to the collar, and began to walk home with it. On the way, they came across a wooden fence. The old woman said, "Please, pig, get over the fence," but the pig would not get over the fence. No matter how she pleaded, the pig would not move. Just then, a dog came trotting up, and the old woman said to him, "Dog, dog, come here. Please chase this pig. He won't get over the fence, and I won't get home tonight." But the dog would not chase the pig. So the old woman fetched a bucket of water that was standing just a little way along the fence. "Water, please splash the dog. The dog won't chase the pig. The pig won't get over the fence, and I won't get home tonight." But the water would not splash the dog. But the old woman saw an ox in the distance. When it came closer, she called, "Ox, ox, please drink the water. The water won't splash the dog, and the dog won't chase the pig. The pig won't get over the fence, and it's getting dark. It's time the pig and I were at home." But the ox would not drink the water. Just then a butcher walked by. She stopped him and begged, "Butcher, butcher, please take this ox with you. The ox won't drink the water won't splash the dog won't chase the pig, and the pig won't get over the fence. I can see the moon rising. The pig and I should have been home an hour and a half ago." But the butcher would not take the ox. By now the old woman was getting angry. No one would help her, so she took a rope out of her pocket and said, "Rope, rope, please tie up the butcher. The butcher won't splash the dog. The dog won't chase the pig, and the pig won't get over the fence. And I see the moonlight. The pig and I should have been home hours ago." But the rope won't tie up the butcher. Just then a mouse ran across the field, and the old woman called, "Mouse, mouse, please chew the rope. The rope won't tie up the butcher won't take the ox won't drink the water won't splash the dog won't chase the pig, and the pig won't get over the fence, and the moon is already high in the sky. The pig and I should be ready for bed by now." The mouse stopped. He looked at the old woman. "Yes," said the mouse, "I will chew the rope if you give me some cheese." So the old woman put her hand deep into her pocket, felt around a little bit, and pulled out a tiny piece of cheese, which she gave to the mouse. And when the mouse had eaten the cheese, it began to nibble at the rope. The rope began to tie up the butcher. The butcher began to lead the ox. The ox began to drink the water. The water began to splash the dog. The dog began to chase the pig, and the pig jumped over the fence. The old woman gave a big sigh and walked home. At last, she said. What time she and her pig get home? Nobody knows. But if this old woman lives near you, you do know. And you do know, please tell us. In the end. So that story is the old woman and the pig. And by the way, in each story, in each of the books, there is a Get Creative section. The section for this story is choose a scene from the story in which the old woman is talking. Draw a picture of the scene, then draw a speech bubble for the old woman. Copy her words from the story in a speech bubble. Now draw speech bubbles for the animals and all objects in the scene and fill them with words what you think they might have said. So that story was from Read Aloud Story Collection 1. The other stories that are in this book include How Many Dogs, The Amazing Tale of Floating Zimkita, The Farmer and His Family, and The Smell Thief. And just a quick disclaimer, the first story, How Many Dogs, is not really a story, but mostly just counting. So that was from Story Collection 1.
What did you think of the story that you read?
I thought it was nice. The reason I chose it for this video is because it reminded me of a nursery rhyme or another story.
Oh, what happened in the nursery rhyme?
I can't really remember. All I remember is a cat chasing a mouse and a dog chasing a cat.
Okay.
So it just sparked that story back into my brain. So then there's also Read Aloud Story Collection 2 and 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
And if you'd like to read more of the stories in the first collection, you can go to CNA and buy them for your kids for Christmas. And if kids you're watching this alone, you may want to ask your parents for them.
Okay.
And the next video that we'll be making, I'll be reading a story from Story Collection 2. Thank you for watching. Bye.